I literally in bed? Are we doing one of these things? Like a, oh, good morning. Knock, knock. Hey, Shea. Oh, hey, guys. It's a little early for the Diet Coke, but thank you. Might as well get started. And a mic?
Yeah,
all right, let's go. What are we doing today?
We wanted to catch you in the morning routine because we all want to know, how do you do it all?
You want to know how I do it all. Well, I've been up for a few hours, but we'll do a repeat.
Okay.
Let's walk through the morning routine. Should we open our blinds, guys? We should open the blinds.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Let's open these. Okay, so I wake up at 5:30 every single morning. And I have not always been a morning person. For many, many years when we were starting our business, I would stay up till all hours of the night, and it wrecked my health. It was not good, but I was doing what had to be done. This is my side of the bed, so I'm gonna come over here. Okay, like, do we need to mention the sheets? Because the sheets are really good. Okay, so I exclusively sleep with our Clausen Tencel sheets. Crisp sheets are really great when you go to a hotel, that's great, but they do get a little wrinkly, and I want something soft, but not so silky that they're slippery, and that is why these are just so perfect. I love them so much. They're beautiful. While I was making my bed this morning, I had a couple of team members order them because they're just that great. I mean, you want me to talk about the sheets a little more? I could talk about the sheets all day. I love them so much. I love these sheets. They're so good. All right, now we're ready. Oh, and I make my bed every morning because it makes me feel like I have my together. Maybe when I don't, but at least this is put together. So I have this thing called an 8 Sleep on our bed, and it's a mattress cover, and Sid was the one that introduced me to it. And it heats and cools to your body temp, so you get a better night's sleep, but it buzzes you awake. I roll over and I check my sleep stats when I wake up. So I love it because it heats and cools, and it heats and cools for each side. So Sid keeps his like freezing cold, mine not quite as much, and then it buzzes you to wake instead of a sound. It heats up so that your body starts to wake up naturally, and it just changed the way I was able to wake up in the morning. Anyways, so you wake up and you can see all your sleep stats. I got a 98.
So it sounds like you're able to get a really good night's rest. Do you have any other tips for getting a good night's sleep?
Okay, so blackout shades, game changer. And I like this eye mask. It has a little, it's for people who have fake eyelashes, which I don't, but it doesn't press on my eyes. And so I'm like, this is like time for bed. And it helps me not feel all the anxiety that I do. And I'm trying to go to sleep at night and design houses in my head. I go to bed at like 10 every single night. I don't really make, there's very few exceptions to that. I wake up at the same time every single morning. I sleep in like 30 minutes on weekends, but just consistency is key. A good morning routine is based on a good evening routine, and that means no caffeine late at night. Set your phone away from your bed, like charge it in your bathroom, and start dimming those lights. I had to, Sid was like, he wakes up early naturally, and it makes me so mad. I had to work so hard to become a morning person, and I had to basically set an appointment for myself. So for like a year, I set an appointment with a trainer at 6 a.m. I don't do that anymore. I go down to our basement, but I set an appointment at 6 a.m. and I would be so tired by the time it was nighttime that I could keep that sleep schedule because I just was ready for bed. But you kind of almost just have to force yourself, like you're gonna miss a flight and wake up, set an appointment or something really early. So it forces you to get out of bed and meet a friend, and then you'll go to bed because you're so exhausted. Okay, so my other hot tip is lay everything out the night before. I move so slow in the mornings and I can't think, and also it's like dark and I don't have myself together. So the best thing is to just lay out my workout clothes. So I lay out my workout clothes the night before, and so then that way I can just roll out of bed, throw them on, and then go downstairs to the gym.
Okay, will you take us down to your gym?
Let's go work out. Okay.
Okay, what's next?
Next, I'm spoiled. My commute to the gym is only 2 minutes, so follow me. Because before I head downstairs, I make a quick stop in the pantry. I fill up my water. And then I add colostrum and creatine and a little bit of a water flavor packet and head downstairs. I'm very spoiled with this, and now I never ever want to work out in public again because it's nice and quiet down here.
So what's your favorite workout?
Okay, so my favorite workout is the Fit with Coco app. I've been doing this for a few years now, and I do it 6 days a week. And the amazing thing is that I can cast this onto our TV.
What do you love so much about this workout?
I love this workout because I get a mix of strength training and Pilates, and I feel strong, and also it's still managed to be kind of gentle on my body, and I feel energized when I do it. I just love it so much. And Coco, who leads the workouts, is really positive, and it's awesome. And I have had many of you reach out saying that you have started because you saw me doing it and that you love it too. So I know I'm not alone. There are many of us, as she calls us coconuts. I'm a coconut, so I love it.
Do you and Sid work out together every morning?
So in the winter, Sid is on his trainer. If it's warm outside, he rides his bike outside. But right now, while it's cold, we will work out together. He is on his trainer or lifting weights, and then we both put on our weighted vests and go for a couple's weighted vest walk after we work out. This gets me in the right mindset for the day. It's so nice to be up before the kids are awake and not be on my phone and not be thinking about work and just get in a good headspace. And I feel so much happier when I'm working out consistently. It's not so much about my body, so much just my mental health. I feel so much better.
How much can you bench press?
How much can I bench press? I don't know. I don't know. I can do some push-ups. Do you want me to do some push-ups? Oh, okay, we're gonna do some push-ups. I'm blushing here. Okay, ready? Can we do some stretches? I do have an advantage because I was a dancer. That's probably why I like the workout so much, is because Pilates movements mimic dancing, and I danced like all through college, and it's definitely easier for me to straighten my legs and point my toes.
All right, no time wasted. What's next?
Yeah, no time wasted. I gotta run upstairs, put on my shoes, put on my weighted vest, and go outside.
All right, now your workout's done. What's next?
The workout's not quite done. Sid and I go for a walk with our weighted vests, and I try to go for 30 minutes. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but I just try to get out for like any bit of time to get my steps in, see some light before I'm at a computer or inside all day. And so I love this part of our routine because it's just really nice to get some fresh air. I literally run upstairs as fast as I can from my other workout because I get a window of exactly like 30 minutes before the kids have to get ready for school. I'm already helping, trying to get all this stuff on. Okay, so this is a 16-pound vest. And there's lots of different brands that are good. I don't know why I can't do this right now. It's because I'm on camera. Here we go. And it's really cold outside right now, like it's in the 20s. So I gotta put the hat on. Like when I wake up and it's low 30s, I'm like, oh, it's like a summer day. It's great. Okay. All right, here we go. And I'm back.
Let's that walk?
It was great. It was so refreshing. Like I've gotten like my head on straight for the day because what happens next is complete chaos. We're waking kids up that don't want to get up, and we are arguing over who stole someone's socks, and we're coming downstairs and we're getting ready. Sid does breakfast while I do the girls' hair. He makes lunch. He makes their lunches. Sid is a champ with the morning routine because it takes longer for me to get ready. So what we do is I help get everyone like ready for the day, and then I do their hair, help get their backpacks, and he's doing breakfast and he makes their lunch, and then he takes, you know, we do a carpool, but he does the school run in the mornings when it's our day. So then I can get ready for my meetings that start at 9 a.m.
Do you feel like breakfast is the most important meal of your day?
Oh, breakfast is a very important meal. I don't skip breakfast. I eat the same thing like every single day. So I'll show you what I make.
So, what's for breakfast?
Okay, what's for breakfast? Greek yogurt, a lot of it, because I try to get 30 grams of protein for breakfast. And so I just keep, Sid and I have like 4 to 6 of these containers in our fridge at all times because he has the same breakfast and he eats even more yogurt than me. Okay, so lots of yogurt. And then I've already washed all these off. I do purely Elizabeth granola, a lot of it because it's so yummy. And then I do strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, kind of whatever I have on hand.
How do you like to try to get protein in throughout the rest of the day?
An Orgain in the kind of mid-morning, an Orgain in the mid-afternoon, plus lean protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's how I get all my protein in.
How'd you get so dialed in on what your protein intake needs to be?
So after I had Margot, I started going to a nutritionist, Kyla at Nutritional Revolution, and Sid and I both were going to her at the same time. And so then it was nice because we could do it as a team, and it wasn't like one person like telling the other person like, you know, you shouldn't eat that or whatever. We just did our protein together. And then that's what I have for breakfast every single morning.
How do you feel like getting your protein dialed in has helped your health?
It makes me feel like much more grounded. Like I don't have ups and downs with like headaches with food and feel like ravenous, and just feel stronger, better. Yeah, so my kids just hear me say the word protein like 400 times a day. Like, did you have protein with that? Do you have your protein with that? And yeah, it's good.
Your breakfast looks good.
It's what it's like to be 39. You just think about protein all day long.
Any other routines?
So this kind of all happens while my kids are getting ready. So Sid and I are like, one hand eating our breakfast, we're trying to do all the things, and then we're shoving things into the sink, and then he runs out the door. So while Sid's taking the kids to school, you know, I try to clean up real quick, wipe the counters down, maybe light a candle, and then I run and rinse off. I cannot do my hair in the morning, so I just do it at night and like wash it. So long, such a long process. So I just rinse off and then I put my makeup on. So if we're doing this, we're doing this. Let's go. Okay, so this is really behind the scenes. Let's do skincare. Gotta get that hair back. Okay, first we cleanse. I just will cleanse. Okay, so I like a lot of our towels from McGee & Co, but I love these enough that I have them in both colors. So the one that's like tan, kind of with a soft blue, and then the white. They're just fluffy and absorbent. I love them. Okay, so we've got clean skin. And then I new face. So I do this little thing every day, spray a little water on, and I lift and tighten. And I mean, you guys aren't gonna watch this whole thing, but this is what I do every single morning, all over my face. And then, no, I'm just gonna be lifted on one side. But step 1, Dr. Diamond medicine. I really didn't want to try this because a lot of influencers were posting about it. And so I don't know, I just didn't really want to try it, but I tried it and I do really like it. So first I put on the plasma, like a serum. It's a growth factor serum. I do that all over. And then my next step is even tone correcting serum from Skin Better. All the way down there. We're gonna bring it all the way down to it. And then I use this Zeo Skin Health Daily Power Defense. And then from there, oh gosh, thanks guys. You know what, you guys, I don't do it this early in the morning, but you know we're filming later in the day, right? It's been like light since 5:30 a.m. So, okay. Oh, next, the Augustina Spader, the cream. A lot of people say they like the rich cream, but I just like the cream. The rich cream is too much for my acne prone skin, but I do love the cream. It feels so good on my skin. I love it. Good hydration. Utah's very dry, very, very dry. So my skin just soaks up everything. And then last but not least, Elta Tinted Face Sunscreen. Put a little bit of that on there. After, what, am I 6 products deep? Now it's time to put on the makeup. Okay, you know, I was watching this, is it a Vogue series where they like watch people put on their makeup or whatever? And all the people put on their foundation with their hands so it looks more natural. So I started doing that and I do like it on a day-to-day basis. And then I only use a tiny little bit and it just kind of goes on more naturally. And then, yeah, you don't lose product in the brush, and then it just doesn't. But when I'm doing photo shoots and I'm having my makeup done, we're all about the brush because we need the smoother look. But sometimes I'll just take a little bit. So I'm very dedicated to the NARS foundation. I use the color Barcelona. I can only use this one in the winter if I keep self-tanner going. So that's part of my nighttime routine. So I guess you guys will probably see the nighttime routine soon. I use Salty Face Tanner. I get a lot of questions about that. I've changed many times over the years, but right now I'm feeling really good about that one. Okay, here's the foundation that I use. And then I also use the NARS Putty in the ginger color, and that's what I use as concealer.
Hey, you look great. What's your favorite final step in your beauty routine?
First, I'm gonna put on my wedding rings. And then a spritz of perfume, always. To be honest, I hid like my entire collection because it's kind of out of control, but this Chloe perfume is my go-to. This alabaster tray is one of my very favorites. It's a stone tray and so beautiful. I love it in a bathroom. I think it would look great on a nightstand, and the natural stone material is a really, really luxe touch for all your perfumes. And now I gotta get to work. This is my studio, and I spent a lot of time in here. So if I'm not filming or on site or working with our McGee & Co products in the warehouse, then I am right here. I do most of my meetings from Zoom, and I have this really inspiring space. I love coming up here. It's so quiet, and I have drawers filled with samples and swatches, and it just makes me so happy when I come in here.
What helps you get focused?
What helps me get focused? So quiet space. So I really thrive in a work from home environment because I can shut the door and I am not distracted by talking to people. I have to like get into a zone when I'm working. And so instead of even like putting my desktop computer in the middle of the room, I have to like be up against a wall or a window so I can like just lock in. And then I use this big work table to spread out all of my samples. I have kind of always like some sort of project that I'm working on, and I just have to kind of have uninterrupted blocks of time for me to be able to do my best creative work and really just lock in. It's time. I have spent way too much time redoing my morning routine for you all. I've had so many questions over the years about just, you know, what I do for productivity or what I do to kind of get my head on straight in the morning and what it looks like with 3 kids. And we're sharing all the links and all the steps, or you can shop everything on Studio McGee. Okay, see you next time. I actually have to do some meetings. All right, I don't know what I'm doing. Nope, she's still backing up.